just improve a little bit on that, I can mail you right now. I just increase some of those more, or you can share screen, I can show you. But I do need help with how to produce the code on Eclipse or whatever is the way. I tried to get some, I Googled some, and I tried whatever I could. You can look at and help me and advise me how I can improve it.
You can't see my screen?
No.
No?
Not.
Yeah, I'm trying to join from the internet as well. But it's not working. Can you make a representer? You guys are using Mozilla or internet for the GoToMeeting?
I use
Mozilla.
Chrome. I'm on Chrome.
Okay, let me try Chrome. I think I can make Nasir the presenter until I figure this out.
Yeah, I made Nazir as a presenter.
Okay, join from Chrome.
Okay, you can see my screen.
No. Yeah, I'm able to.
Right. So see, I have written the logic of the first one, right here. And then the second one, whatever I can research from the Google, I did some codes here too for the second one,
Please maximize the
right here.
notepad. Nazir, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Please maximize the notepad.
Yes, I did.
Oh, then what's wrong?
And I did this one, and then some on bottom two. On the third one, I tried, but I didn't understand these. I tried this on Eclipse, but it gave me a lot of errors. All this. So, because I don't know what I'm doing some mistakes on those syntaxes or commas, but I try to read, and now I'm reading, doing on this, the small programs I restarted on. You can see that screen for Eclipse. So I start doing these small programs so I can see where the mistakes are. So this is going right. You see that this little one I did, and I'm trying to figure out where I'm doing mistake on those programs.
Okay.
So this helps. These I execute these ones. So these are giving right results, like adding numbers, and then I'm trying to do those for loop and while loop. So all those, so I can find out. But in those which are mentioned in that my notepad, I'm a little bit messed up in this one. I try to do those on at Eclipse, but it was not right. It was some, I don't know where I was doing mistake, but those were not producing the right. It was giving me a lot of those red signs on left side, and so there was no execution. So if you, possibly you can go with me one by one.
I see your screen, but all I see is notepad with first one on the top. I don't see, I'm not able to see whatever you're telling, like third one, Eclipse and all.
No, it's not maximized either.
Sorry?
I maximize my screen is full right now.
I mean,
I
your
don't
mouse
know
is
why
not
not.
moved or anything.
You see that my Eclipse screen?
No. I have sent
Your
you,
note.
I'm sending you a screenshot of what I see.
It's a showing screen on my
Now I see your Eclipse.
Citrix. Right? You see the Eclipse, the smaller program. I get it from internet, and then this is my homework you gave us. I try to explain it on logic and then whatever I could on the code. I tried it on Eclipse, but it was mistake. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Okay. So, but how did Ubaid get answers from Google in that case? You said you're not able to do it from Google, but how did Ubaid able to get it from Google? He wrote answer to almost every question. Okay, that means he himself said that he copy pasted from Google. How could he get? What are you lacking?
He did. He solved all these problem on Eclipse. Hello.
Yeah, he almost got correct code for the other question. Don't. Yeah, can you answer my question? Why are you not able to
Yes.
get when he is able to get answers from Google?
Maybe he's more genius. I don't know. That's why.
No,
I need help.
maybe
So can we go? Can you please go over with me?
yeah, I will go over the thing. I will go over them, but maybe you should try in a better way. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Okay. Open your Eclipse.
Open a new package, a new class.
Mm-hmm. So this one.
I can open up right here on. I have all Hello World project already open, and I can open up another class in the same one.
New package.
Right.
Give it some name. Right click on the package. And new class.
Same assignment.
Prime number or no, this will be your program. So we will write one program for each of your assignments. Okay. So what is the first one?
Like that.
Finish.
And we will choose the public static void.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so since the prime number is a natural positive integer, so it should be positive number and should be divisible by itself. And should be divisible by number 1. So the remainder should be 0. So we define our integers first.
Right.
Any integer. So we define conditions here.
So what will the condition be?
A should be a positive number.
In the line numbers, is that the way you define?
Here A is equal to A.
So this is how you should be defining it.
We can have any number.
Yeah,
I mean, it should not be any generalized number or any integer.
If you want it to be a generalized number, you should be taking it from the user. See, you need to.
So then we have to use scanner.
Yes.
Like I learned other day. So we have to define scanner first. Okay. So to define scanner, we have to go scanner dot new scanner is equal to scanner dot in. Okay, so we have defined scanner here.
Yeah, this you can take the help of Google here.
Pardon me?
This one you can take help of Google.
Okay.
For example.
So right now just go with that.
You wanted to know how to get it with Google, right? end of the day you want to work around something uh, which user wants. Means user should be able to interact with your program. Okay. If user wants to interact with your program, you should be able to take input from the user, and user as in you are the programmer and user will be someone who runs your program, and in some cases you yourself will be the user. You will write test case and you yourself will run the test case. Okay. So whoever runs the program will become the user. Okay. What's happening? Okay. Yeah, if you look at this, he is using scanner. You need to get the integer. Okay, but scanner you should use, because you are getting an integer, you should use next int. Okay. String my int so you have got your integer using scanner. Okay, this is how you get a scanner. Now after this, so here your logic has changed a little. First one is take number then the prime number should be natural first integer. So it means my int should be greater than 0. Okay. If my int is greater than 0, then only I should proceed with the code. Otherwise, I should not proceed. Right? If the first condition itself has failed, there is no point in verifying the other condition. So, if the first condition has passed, then it should be divisible by itself.
By 1.
The main condition is that it should not be divisible by any other number other than 1 and itself. Right? This is the main condition. So, I should loop in between for I equal to 2, I less than my int I plus.
Why we are using this condition after the curly braces, whereas we have three conditions before curly braces.
Yeah. So whatever my code is there, it should be inside the if block, because if first condition has number is not positive in the right.
Right.
So if my number is positive integer, I should now verify if it is okay. Otherwise, we can do that. Verify if it should not be divisible by any other number, right?
Right.
So I will keep something called flag and I will keep it 0. Okay.
What is this? I didn't understand this. Why we put the int flag equal to 0?
Just we will keep one thing called flag. If the flag goes, I will change the flag to 1. Okay. If the number divisible by any other number. Okay. So other than
Right.
1. Uh, if my divided by 1 is 0. One. Else number is not divisible. Then if it is not divisible by 1, I will write flag equal to 1. Okay. Then I will do if my in divided by 2 equal to 0. Number is divisible by 2, hence it is not prime number, and I will make flag equal to 1. Okay. Similarly, in each and every case, I have to verify if it is divisible by 3. Now I should verify if divisible by 3. Okay. Then it is divisible by 4. It is divisible by 5. And so on. I have to verify until it is divisible by my int minus 1 and my int. Okay, I have to verify all of these, right?
Then if we verify it for if it's divisible by one, and then we verify it already that its remainder is 0. So why we are taking 3, 4, 5 and minus 1?
Uh, how do you verify if a number is prime number? Coming back to the logic,
Okay. Right.
how do you tell that a number is prime number? For example, you have a number 5. Okay, 5 is called as a prime number because it is divisible by 1 and it is divisible by 5,
And by
but
itself.
yeah, and it is not divisible by any other number in between 1 and itself. That is why it is called a prime number. For example, there is 10. 10 is not a prime number because it is divisible by another number which is 5.
Right.
Right? So you have to verify if the number is divisible by any other number between 1 and itself to qualify it as a prime number. That is why we are verifying by each and every number which is inside 1 and itself. Okay, starting with 1, we have to verify till my end. Okay, but to make it a prime number, it should not be divisible by all of these. Okay, and it
Correct.
should be divisible by 1 and it should be divisible by my int. Okay. Instead of writing so many times, we are repeating the same action multiple times, right?
Right.
Here, how do you do it? If number is divisible by 3, number divisible by 3, hence it is not a prime number.
So every time we put that command, so it will print all that things. Do we need all that to be printed every time when it will execute every command? So it will print all that those things which we are
Does not
doing now.
No, it is not mandatory to print. It will do. It will do each and every command. It will execute. Okay.
So system.out.print command is not for printing only, is for execution in fact.
No, it is for printing only. It is for verifying what you are working on, where you are right now.
Okay.
Okay.
If I execute it now, so it will print all these statements separate.
Yes. For example, you may run it now. here nothing is happening because it is waiting for my input. I gave some number 4
Okay.
and I gave enter. Number is divisible by 1, number is divisible by 2, a number is divisible by 4 and so on, hence it is not a prime number. Okay.
Okay.
Now it did not print this because it is not divisible by 3. It did not go inside only. This is the basic of for loop, if condition.
Right. Yeah.
Right, it is divisible by 2 and it is divisible by 4.
But if it is not satisfying the condition, it will not go for printing, or it will not execute it.
Yeah, that and all is fine. So in similarly, I have to verify for each and every number. For example, now I gave 4. Okay, I wrote only up to 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah. So if you see, I have written only till 4. Okay, but I have to write, for example, the user gave a number like 111. Okay, in that case,
Okay.
I am not verifying by 5, 6, 7 until up to 111, right? I cannot write also. That will increase my program length to a very huge extent. Am I right?
Correct.
So that is the reason we put all of this into a for loop. Because we are anyways repeating the actions, why do we have to write it? We can simply write a for loop. Okay. For one, for writing into for loop, we have to combine those which have the same logic, not those which have different logic. What all are having same logic? From 2 to -1, all are
2
having
to 5.
not divisible. And this one are having different logic. So whatever is highlighted in blue, I will combine all of this into one. Okay. For int I equal to 2, I less than equal to my int -1, I plus plus. Now this is what I have to do by, it is not 4, it is I, right? Because I'm my int percentile I equal to 0, right? This is my repeating code which I have put it here, but what I am removing? I am removing 3 and 4 and putting it as I. I'm looping it basically. Loop is used for including all the repetitive
For
actions.
repeated.
Yes. So these are all the repetitive actions. So I'm removing this. Instead of that, I'm putting one single thing which is for loop, which will deal with the repeating stuff. Okay. Now what is my condition? If any of this is equal to 0, okay, it should print that the number is not a prime number, right?
Right.
So how do I know that it is divisible by 0? It will set the flag to 1 if it is divisible by any of the numbers, right? That is the reason I have taken something called flag. Okay.
Okay.
So if flag equal to 1, my int is not a prime number. Okay.
So
So
we'll not put here that my int is equal to,
y equal
and
to
then plus is not a prime number, right?
why should we put equal to? I'm printing it. Najir, you are coming to the beginning again. We are not assigning anything here. We are just printing it.
Oh, okay.
We are saying that
Yeah.
this guy is not a prime number. I'm not assigning anything. It's
Okay, I get it. Right, right.
right. Okay. And for example, I have a number called 112. When I give 112, I will verify if it is divisible by 1. After that, I will start here. Sorry. I will start here and I will verify if it is divisible by 2. Okay. It is divisible by 2. Okay. Immediately
Right.
I can say that it is not a prime number. I don't have to verify dividing by 3, 4, 5 and all. Right?
Right.
I can stop right there. I don't have to repeat the steps which are not required. So in that scenario, I want to stop here. Once after the flag is 1, I will write a break statement. It will stop this executing of for loop.
Okay. If
Once
it is
flag is,
divisible by 2, then it will stop.
it will stop.
Okay.
Or else I have a number something like 115. Okay. Or maybe 2005. I will start verifying with 2, 3, 4 and then 5. Once 5 is reached, it is divisible by 5, so it will stop executing. It will not verify if it is divisible by 6, 7, 8 and so on. Right?
Right.
Yeah. So that is the reason I have written a break statement. Finally, I will write if flag equal to 1, it is not a prime number, else sorry, out my int
Is not a prime
is a
number.
prime number. It is else. Is not a prime number is already
Okay.
done.
Then if it was not, right.
Yeah. That's all. You are done with your prime number program now. And this you have to do now. Okay. This has same logic as this one. Right?
Right.
My int divisible by my int. Divisible by My int, because my int keeps changing, right? It is not the same every time like 1 and 2.
Right.
So you have to make it more dynamic. Okay. So are you done with converting the logic into code?
Right.
That's all. Reminder should not be 0. It satisfies all the conditions, then the number is prime. Okay.
Right.
Then you have to reverse a string. Now, next program. What is the next program? Next program is,
Re- reverse string.
yes. Okay.
When it shows red sign on left and then it gives some options, can we change? We use any options that could help in a while writing code?
Yes. Example, you have some red here. So it says person cannot be resolved as a type because there is no class called person, right? Do you have any?
Right.
Do you have any class already?
No, no.
No, right? So since you don't
So
have
if we define any object, so that should be including in class.
sorry,
I mean, if we defining a name like a person is a new person. So while define, if we define a person it's an object, so it should be including in the class when we choose a class.
yeah, either you can write a class person like this here itself in the same program, okay? Or else, if you wrote somewhere else, you may import like this, import person.
So import is a keyword. So under import, we can choose any number, any sorry, any object.
This is not object. This is class. This is a class. This is an object. Okay.
Right,
So you wrote a class
right,
here. So where did you write the class? Employee payment SRC person. And this one
right.
is also under SRC payment. Since both are under employee payment only, okay, since both are in the same folder, you can directly say import person. Okay.
Okay.
But it is still throwing error because this person already has some error and it is showing now. So it is not and for example, I will do a mistake here. Okay. No. I am taking an integer here, but I will write like this. Okay. If I write like this, it is throwing an error. Okay. Once I go to the error message, I just keep my mouse there. It says type mismatch. Cannot convert string to int, which means this is a string and this is an int. So it cannot convert a string to an int. So
Right.
you have to make sure you are giving an int here. Okay.
Okay.
But I think you have written for the first or an int you got it from Google. Anything is fine.
Yeah.
Will you be able to explain it?
Yeah.
Ubaid, ready?
In this one,
Yeah, the second one.
we use the scanner. Yeah, we use the scanner utility here from Java, and we made a class, public class. They name it this class as test. So, and in scanner we made a string which has a characters and like here is defined and uh, a string of letters in certain order, and then we in a print command we gave it to print the reverse in the reverse manner. So when we print it, it gave us the reverse way.
Yeah, logic is fine. Logic is understood. So, I mean, what the way you explained is fine. And okay, but are you able to run this? No, right?
No.
Oh. Okay. So public class test.
See, lot of mistakes.
Yeah. Public class test import scanner. This is not required because public class reverse string is there. Okay. Then public
Okay.
P is small letter. Okay. That is the mistake there. S is also small letter. V is also small letter. Okay. And because
Main is small too.
yes, it is written here, see, in line number 5.
Okay.
So I'm removing this
Right.
and I will put everything inside this. You're not supposed to put it outside. You have to put it inside. Now
Okay.
I did, wait, scanner, linguistic. Okay, import scanner, new scanner. You should not write it scanner here. You can write something like my string. You're not supposed to use keywords in object names. Remember?
Okay.
So this you have to put.
But they used it in that example I copied from. So probably they so
Maybe
this
they
one is
were
mistake.
maybe they were using small scanner. It's not a big S. Small s is different from big S.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we can use number my underscore string. So
Yeah.
that's better to use different. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Then system name is capital. So the one line is over. Then here in the next line, L is capital. Okay. Then
Okay.
let's see what the problem is. Cannot make static reference from the type scanner. You should give my string here, not scanner.
Right.
Okay. So when it said static reference, that means you are using a class instead of an object. You should be using an object. You're not supposed to use a class when calling its internal methods. Okay.
Okay.
Next line is a method of scanner, but you should be using it with respect to an object, right? This
Right.
will be your object. Then you have this reverse string. So there is an error again here. What is this? Syntax error on token.
Let's see.
Expected expression. It wants an expression. So what did you give?
So here we should have the reverse, the system dot out print ln, that the whole string which we use in the upper line 11.
Ah, okay. Remove this. Dot outer println. I will put letters of I, not just I. You,
So why we use letter after this character string letters instead of string
uh,
right
here,
here?
here,
Yes.
yeah. Here you can give any name. You can give any name. For example, new string, something small. You can give any name. Okay, but it should not be.
So then we have to change all over.
Sorry, it should not be same as my string because my string is already being used and my string is a scanner variable. Here it is a character
Okay.
array. It's not a scanner variable. It is a different. So you cannot use the same thing. You have to take a new way. You're reading an input. You're reading an input and converting it into character array and then storing
Okay.
it and then storing it in a new character array. Okay. So here is letters.
Okay.
Okay, so you will take the length of the letter and you keep on coming down and you print. So that you remember this position and index of an array. Take index. This you are taking an index because you are starting with -1. Okay. You take the index and then print that letter. Okay. This you wrote like this, which does not have any meaning. Okay. This is letters of I. Next.
And one more question, ma'am. Why we are using for loop here? Is it for integer?
Because you want to print all the letters which are inside this object, but in a reverse order. Okay, so you are printing multiple things, but one is at each time. You are not printing.
Right. So we will reversing index order from 0 to onward, but it will pick up the letters against each index number on in reverse order.
Yes, because you are starting from the last and coming to the beginning.
Okay, from -1. Okay.
I mean, this one, the last to first. In the for loop, you are coming from last to first.
Right.
So you are printing it in the reverse order. And then there is one more error. What is the error? It says insert semicolon to complete. Okay.
Okay. At the end.
Yes, it is exactly saying what you have
Yeah.
to do. Insert semicolon to complete.
Right.
That's it. It is done. Okay. So will you be able to debug each and other programs?
I will try today, and I'll see where I am on this, because I learn a lot of things. So that's how I want if we go like that. So that will be helpful.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I don't know about how bad, but I feel better.
Understand. Okay. Okay then. Shall we join tomorrow? In that case, if you want to go ahead.
Yes. Right. Thank you. Thank you for being patient with us, with me especially. Because I know I'm giving you hard times.
No, I'm not worried about being patient and all. End of the day, your boss, whoever is our boss, he will be shouting at
I
you.
am your student.
Right. I'm just your trainer, but Ram will shout on me saying that why couldn't we complete the course on time, right?
Correct.
That was on. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow. Bye.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.